So one thing I'm really excited about among the gobs of things to be excited about in 2017 is that, and I'm pretty sure it's just announced earlier this week, is that Toonami, on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, on January 7th is going to premiere and start showing episodes of Dragon Ball Super dubbed and shown for the first time ever.
That's the Funimation dub, I believe. Like the Funimation team. And it's the original actors.
The original actors.
Does Minnie's book sign back on.
And
Goku, Vegeta.
Yes.
Bulma, Gohan. They're all the same from the original.
I am super pumped about this.
Question.
As you wear your Dragon Ball Z shirt, yes. What is your question?
Yes. I am more fucking... Perfect. Dragon Ball Z. I am. So, my question about this is... Stop. Don't.
Sorry.
So, I enjoyed the last two movies quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the first one with Beerus? What was that one called?
Battle of the Gods.
Battle of the Gods, and then Other F. Or not
Resurrection
F. I'm thinking, you know why I say Other F, though.
I do.
You really do, as a nerd. Because I have Other M.
It's fine. It's forgivable.
Resurrection F. So, I enjoyed those movies quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Where does this show take place during that timeline?
After.
Is it in between, or is it after both movies?
After, from what I understand.
I thought part of it was like in between the two movies. Because I didn't know when it started.
Dragon Ball, what's the stupid one that doesn't exist anymore?
GT.
Yeah, Dragon Ball GT doesn't exist anymore.
Which is fine. I've never seen it, so it doesn't exist.
One thing I read recently is that it's like, if you remember the end of Dragon Ball Z, like the last episode or two, those can easily be put after all of it. And that, not all of it, not GT. Sorry, let's forget about GT, like he said. That can be after Super, and Super goes in between the 10 years that Goku.
I don't know about that, because there's the whole
Seriously?
tournament.
Super, everything I've read about Super says that after Goku and family's defeat of Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Before Oob happens. It's before Oob. You know how they said they're making fun of him in that whole episode? Krillin's like, oh, we haven't seen you in 10 years. Well, Super is the 10 years. Or sometime in the early part of the 10 years.
But that means it's before the movies.
No, the movies are Super, essentially. What they did was let's take the best parts of Super, edit them down to an hour 20, and make them, the movies are differently dubbed, and so it's the stories are slightly skewed, I guess, from what I've been reading.
I did see one little clip of like Beerus and like all this alien planet's like, please here, just try this food and please don't kill us. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he's like, it tasted good, but the texture was a little off. So therefore, I'm going to let you have half your planet. He blows up half the planet, cuts it in half.
I'll only take half, and he's like,
half of what? Like half the planet blows up.
So according to what I was reading and have been hearing, you should see, and I think Tommy's doing a little research now, you should see some familiar moments throughout Super that are like, oh, that I'm watching the movie again. It's just, this is extended, essentially.
Oh, I see.
And then it'll go on. It'll go what it's supposed to do.
That's what I'm asking. Is it going to are we going to see more story from what happened at the end of
before, during, and after? Yes.
Resurrection. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to be.
That's exactly what you said. According to Wikipedia, which we all know is the god of information, the first part of the series retells the events of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods.
Okay.
So we're gonna see it maybe from different points of view, retell. And then the
I can
second part,
see that.
the second part tells the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's more.
There's more. What could have been a third movie in a series of Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F. There could have been a third movie. They just decided not to do a third movie. Just not make people wait, and they're gonna go on with the show.
Is it crazy for me to think, if you remember Resurrection F, Frieza's downfall in that movie Is she or he?
He.
I always
voiced
say
by
she.
she.
I always say that because she. Frieza sounds like a girl to
supposed
me.
to be.
Well, it's
always,
like it's
always
like
said
the,
she.
the Daedric gods and Skyrim.
Yes.
They're all the Daedric princes, and they're all he's, even
Right.
though some are female.
I've always said she when referring to Frieza. I
what's
mean
his
he.
What's his face in 300? I'm brain farting at the villain in 300.
Yeah.
Xerxes. He's feminine-ish,
Yeah.
if that's a word.
But Xerxes is a man.
Yeah, but you still
Yeah.
call Xerxes a guy.
yeah, but
What
it's,
you're
it's
getting
the-
at,
it's
what
the
we're getting
same
at,
idea.
yeah. So Frieza, in that story, if Frieza would have just taken like an extra month to be like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait and train a little bit, there's no chance. Nobody had a chance to beat him.
That's been Frieza's downfall.
That's
since
been the
beginning,
point, 'cause
though.
he's
It's
never trained.
But it's
he's
crazy-
never trained, and he's always been super overconfident.
But we never got to see all of the progression from like, here's the last time we saw him, and now here's this. But like the last time we saw Frieza, he gets taken out by Trunks in like 2 swipes of his sword.
like nothing.
Right? So it's like, okay, Frieza's done. There's no more Frieza ever because he's absolutely done. And from the point that Goku turns into a Super Saiyan the first time, everyone in the next like few seasons of that show grows their power level like exponentially. Like everyone. Much to my amazement, I think that Piccolo has the most amazing story to like grow his power because everyone else is Saiyan, so it makes sense that like Saiyans when they defeated,
Saiyan.
they get brought up and they get more powerful. But I think I've always said that Piccolo is the most amazing of all the stories, that he is able to like maybe not be as powerful as everyone else, but be like right a little tier under at where everyone is at all times. But I guess what I'm getting at is how crazy is that Frieza, just not even knowing anything about Cell or any of the Majin Buu, anybody at all.
He does know about that stuff because he was in hell with Cell.
Okay, fair enough.
But
But he doesn't have anything to do with those battles, is what I'm getting at.
okay.
And he's
Heal.
Yeah.
Home of infinite losers.
But he's still able to get to their level and probably easily beyond that level if he would have just tried a little bit more.
If he would have trained
and not
as
been
much as-
so hateful to need to go fight him.
If he would have trained as much as they do,
Yeah.
basically, yeah. And that's the point, I guess, to Frieza's character.
His overconfidence is his downfall,
His ego
always.
is self-defeating.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get what you're saying. It's also kind of, there's a couple other things here. It's also Dragon Ball Z. It's super inconsistent and different levels. 2, the whole arc with Frieza in Resurrection F is honestly just filler, sadly, because he was writing what comes after and wanted to have something in the middle there.
It's all done gloriously, though. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that they brought him back. Because it's like, not only is this going to be an actually really good movie that comes, I don't know if it came straight to video. To me, it did.
What,
I didn't-
Resurrection F?
Yeah, I think it was like select theaters.
Select theaters.
But like, I would have gladly paid just as much money as I go to see like big releases to theaters to go see this movie because
Well,
it was just as good.
We tried
We did.
to see both those movies.
To be fair,
In theaters.
you like unless you want to go out of state or go like at a specific time,
Or go on a Thursday afternoon
Right.
at like 1:40, you know.
Yeah.
According to what this says and what we're reading, you will see Resurrection F in an episodic format of at least 10 episodes. So maybe that'll fill in some gaps and answer some
I think
questions.
it said there's 69 episodes total
Yeah.
of Super.
And so maybe that'll answer some questions you have. Plus, with the dub being slightly different, it will alter the story enough that maybe there'll be more gaps to
I
fill
think
in.
the dub should be the same because Funimation did both.
Well, something I was reading is that it'll be something will be changed.
It will be. I mean,
Yeah.
even going back to Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, like, depending on when and where you watched it, the dub was different.
Yeah.
So,
And when you have to edit something into a movie format, they got to kind of skew the story to fit it all in anyway.
well, they
so.
did the movies before this show, before Super.
Yes, but-
so they're kind of not
It's-
they're not editing it together. They're unediting it.
Well, he had it all he had it all written out in the mangas or mangas, depending on where you're from, and then has to do this for the movies and then back. It's
Whatever.
It's Dragon Ball.
Is there gonna be
we're talking
another
about.
movie?
Probably
That's
not.
my question for the last like 4
There
months.
probably will be movies just like there were Dragon Ball Z movies. They may not be.
I don't want those crappy movies. The last two have been good.
You don't want like Frieza.
They were
like
gonna-
Cooler, Revenge of Cooler.
No,
There's-
the last two have been like, here,
They're
I'll
good,
pay
yeah.
to go see this movie. None of the others have ever been.
That's
like
what
that.
I was trying to tell you. There's an arc after the Resurrection F with a Goku clone character that's super evil. It's as evil as Goku is good.
Oh, good
And
Lord.
they were gonna do a third movie, and then after that they were gonna release Super as a series, but
Okay.
they jumped the gun probably in a good way because
Yeah.
they were making enough money that they're like, hey, people want this, they're waiting, let's just do it. So they're just gonna do it, and that might be better. And then I don't know, maybe they'll release the movie anyway. You never know with them because the creator of the show is the most inconsistent person. But
what's his name?
Not Shigeru
I
Miyamoto.
was going to say Shigeru Miyamoto.
Isn't it Akira?
Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, that's not Akira.
No,
Why can't
Akira
I think of
Toriyama.
Toriyama, same.
Akira Toriyama.
close.
He's been doing the show for what, 30 since the 80s.
He didn't do.
So he
didn't do like the latter, like some of Z, and he didn't do any GT.
yeah, but still.
That's why it was a
he's-
big deal when not Resurrection F, but Battle of Gods came out because it was the first time his return to
Yeah.
the series in like 20 years.
To finish this segment,
And he couldn't remember half of what he did.
to close out this segment, either favorite episode or favorite moment of all of Dragon Ball Z, anything that you've seen.
That's
Tom.
tough.
My favorite thing is when Vegeta just like shows up on Namek and he's like, "Here's some people." He's like dead.
Yeah, can I give 2?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe 3?
That's fine.
Okay, I will limit it to 3. One of my favorite moments is Piccolo and Nail fusing, and how
Okay.
Piccolo freaks out after that. The good freak out.
Oh, this feels so freaking good.
Basically.
That's the abridged version, I think.
Yeah.
Majin Vegeta sacrificing himself.
Okay.
Basically just doing the final flash or whatever they call that and just destroying everything
Yeah.
in an area. And then probably one of the most epic moments of the whole series is
Damn you if you're about to steal my thing.
sorry if I do, Gohan killing Cell.
Damn you.
I'm sorry. That is like
I was gonna say is
The father son.
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
part when I was a kid, I was like 13 years old, just like
yeah, like
like he only has one arm.
yeah.
He still
It's-
has like it's Kai, so I mean it comes from within, but like
Key.
it's Kai, Tom.
They do.
So,
say
I'm
it
sorry,
both
it's
in
Kai.
different versions.
But Cell has all his power to fight Gohan.
Yeah,
Gohan's just been destroyed.
It's-
He has one arm. And Goku's like, the only way this is going to happen is if I come down with my son. Whether that blast is actually coming from Goku, like his spirit form, or it's just him, it never really is.
I think it's
just
all Gohan
I think it's
with the
all
motivation.
Gohan. It's just like Goku saying, son,
Yeah,
I couldn't do it, but you could.
put everything into it.
And he go with one freaking
Yeah.
arm.
Oh,
He does
yeah.
it. That's
like the epic iconic moment to me, and it's untoppable. And I love it's some stupid moments, to be honest. I love Majin Buu and that whole thing, but if they would have ended it there, I would have
Yeah.
been fine with that because that's that epic untoppable. You know, it's like the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, or only better maybe. I don't know.
my number 2 would be the fact that what ends the whole series. I mean, if we're just taking the Dragon Ball Z series, what ends the last bad guy is finally the move that never works on anybody.
Yeah.
A freaking Spirit Bomb
The
finally
Spirit
killing
Bomb-
somebody.
Spirit Bomb finally connects.
finally
Yeah,
connects and killing the evil boo.
Spirit Bomb's only successful in the those movies.
the
that
movies,
you
yeah.
Don't like, but yeah. That, and I'm glad they did that too.
I still
Yes.
think that anything Vegeta does is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Until he becomes a good guy and then I hate him. But
But yeah. Pumped
Oh
about that.
shoot! There was something else I was gonna say, but I really don't know. Well,
Jake,
a bridge version.
Oh, no, I knew he'd bring up a bridge.
The other thing that's the best ever is the fact that what saves Goku
20 seconds.
from Namek destruction is the muffin button. That's what saves. Muffin Man, yeah!